Hello you lovely people, and welcome back to my video making our Christmas trifle sponge. I'm in my pyjamas because it's a while since I've recorded now, and I'm sorry, you'll have to bear with me. I've had my dinner and I'm nice and cosy and snuggly and warm, so I'm going to bake this trifle cake with my pyjamas on. Now these pyjamas are the last pyjamas that my mum bought me for Christmas before she died. She died 3 years ago, and I just wear them all the time. I love them. They're fleecy, they're warm, they're getting a bit past it now, they're a bit bobbly, but I love the Scotty dog, and the trousers match this fabric. And the red, which is Christmassy. I did my nails to match as well for Christmas. So, yeah, now I know hubby's bought me some new pyjamas for Christmas, so when I get those, I will get rid of these if I can bear to. I might just have to put them in my memory box. So yeah, now I also have got a video that I made prior to my mum passing away, which I am going to upload later. Not today, but in another video when I feel strong enough to do it. So yeah, Mum was on a life support and we had to switch the machine off, so it was quite a harrowing time. Anyhow, we'll go through that later, at a later date. But yeah, this is the pyjamas, and I'm wearing them now because I'm nice and cosy and snuggly. So without further ado, let us do our Christmas trifle cake. It's a mincemeat cake by Nigel Slater. It's for his trifle, as I said previously. Now what I would suggest you do, if you're doing any baking at all, is you put your oven on first to preheat. So my oven's on. Get out all your ingredients, weigh them all, and get out all your equipment that you'll need. So I know I will need 23 centimetres cake tin. This is a loose bottom cake tin, springform one, but you can use any cake tin, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if it's round or square either. I've just put some grease-proof in the bottom. Put that over to the side. I also know I need a couple of bowls, one to mix flour and almonds and one to mix the rest in there. So that's that. And then I always weigh out, I have loads of little bowls and things, and I always weigh out all my ingredients. So here I have got the juice and the zest of an orange, and here I have got the butter on the scales already weighed. In this cup I have got eggs, beaten eggs, and in this one I've got, I love this heart shape one, it's really pretty. I've got caster sugar, and in this one I've got the mincemeat for the trifle. You can see there I've got about, I don't know, 3/4 of the jar left, so I'll probably do some mince pies at nearer Christmas as well. This one is flour, and in this one is ground almonds. I will put the recipe down below in the description box, but just a couple of things. First of all, I mean, your flour and things, you get them from wherever you get them, from your supermarket, or whether you get them from Home Bargains or whatever. If you're using fruit at all, always buy unwaxed fruit if you can. Otherwise, when you're taking the rind off, then you're actually grating the wax into your recipe as well. So try and get unwaxed if you can, whether it's lemons or limes or any citrus fruit that you're buying at all. So that's unwaxed. And then ground almonds are quite expensive in your supermarkets sometimes, especially around Christmas. They are a good alternative to flour, or to bulk your flour out rather than using all flour. You can use ground almonds a lot as well. So what I would suggest is, I got these from Home Bargains, excuse me, my nose is itchy, by a brand by Jane Asher, Jane Asher's brand. Jane Asher's an actress and a baker. I don't know if you've seen them in Home Bargains. They're in these nice like yellow boxes. I also picked up bicarbonate from there, cocoa powder, and the crumble that I did the other day, that was using this crumble mix as well. She does lots of other stuff as well, but these are really good value, really good price point on them. I can't remember how much the almonds were, but they were a lot cheaper than anywhere else anyhow. So I just wanted to show you the other things in her range that you can get relatively cheaply at Home Bargains rather than paying full like supermarket prices. She also does bakeware, which they stock in there as well, and I also know that they stock her like spoons and rolling pin, all that kind of thing, pennies and little pots and things in Poundland. So she is available in the lower end price shops, and to me it's good value. Ground almonds are ground almonds. Why pay double or more than double unless you need to, unless you necessarily need to, then I won't be bothering. Buy hers, they're as good as, or her brand. She won't have ground them herself. Anyhow, right, so what I need to do with this recipe, first of all, we need to mix the almonds and flour in one bowl. See, that's so much trying to get all the packets out and faff about and having to weigh and this, that and the other while you're trying to do the recipe as well. So all our flour and almonds are in there, and then we need to add, I need to check, let me get my recipe first and I shall tell you the actual measurements. Let's see, I'll do old money. I've got 250 grams of butter, 250 grams of the caster sugar, 75 grams of ground almonds and 100 grams of plain flour, 4 large eggs, an organic or unwaxed orange, as we've said, zest and juice, and 100 grams of the mincemeat. So this is just for the actual cake part. So what I need, I've also got as well a hand mixer. If you've got a stand mixer, that's fine. It's just as easy with the hand mixer for this. The first thing that we need to do is beat the butter and sugar as you would normally when you're doing a cake in with the whisk, with the beater. Beat the butter and sugar together till it's pale and fluffy. So I'm going to pop the sugar in the big bowl. Make sure it all goes in there. And my hands are clean, by the way, and sanitised. And then the butter, when I'm weighing butter, let me get up off there, I put a piece of kitchen roll on the scales and then put the butter onto there and just allow a smidge, another technical term there, I'm like with technical terms, a smidge over for what's sticking to the paper. And that saves trying to find something to put your butter on and messing all your scales up. I have these add scales, so you can put some measurement, put some flour say on here if you were not doing this recipe, but if you were weighing say flour and then you needed to add something to that, you can press the tare button, which means that it zeroes it. So if you've got say 100 grams of flour on it, you need 100 gram of rice for whatever reason. You press the tare button and then add your rice or whatever else you need to add, and then it will go measure then up to 100 grams again, whereas in total you've got 200 grams in there, if that makes sense. So each ingredient that you add, you can do it in one bowl, keep pressing the tare button and it'll zero itself. So the next ingredient you're at 0, rather than it counting all the ingredients that are already there. I got these from Aldi. I've had them a long time. These are the kitchen collection ones from Aldi. But as I said, I don't know if they have these still. This is a 5 kilogram max weight or 11 pounds weight in old money. Okay, so they're the ones that I use. And my mixer is a Kenwood hand mixer. My stand mixer's at the van, so I'm going to use this for today. Now what I will do is I'm going to beat this butter and sugar together till it's creamy, and then I will pause you while I'm doing that so it's not too noisy, and I'll come back to you. I am back. I've done that, as you can see. I've don't know what the colour's like on this monitor when you're looking at it. It's nice and pale and creamy. And what I need to do now is to add the eggs to this, and a little at a time, and keep it beating while I'm adding the eggs a little bit at a time. And then we need to add the zest and a third of the almond and the flour mixture. So I'll do that again on the mixer and then I'll be back to it. Just bear with me a minute. Hi, right, I have got the orange zest mixed in. Don't know if you can see the little flecks. It smells very Christmassy already. And I have done the flour and the almonds in thirds, so it's had 2/3 in. I've got the last third to put in here, so I'll do that while you're actually on there. I won't pause it this time because this shouldn't take too long. So that's the last third of my flour and almonds. And then just put it on slow. It says if you don't do, the recipe says if you don't do it in thirds, then it could end up with a heavy cake. So, and it wants to mix it on slow. You put the beater on slow and just move the beater around, the mixer around the bowl as it's mixing it in as well. So it's getting there. It's getting quite thick now. So we'll get that done. Let me check my recipe. I think it's the fruit juice and mincemeat, yeah. So that's mixed in thoroughly. So what I'm going to add now is the fruit juice from the orange and the mincemeat. So I'm going to put the mixer down. I need my spoon for this. So the mincemeat I'm going to pot in here. I'm going to dot it about a bit so it's not all in one big lump. Get that into there. And then pop my orange juice in. Oof, that smells gorgeous. It smells gorgeous. It smells like Christmas heaven. And then we're going to mix this slowly till it's all incorporated. Slowly move the mix around while we're doing it. And then the next step is we pop it in the cake tin, pop it in the oven. And then it'll be a case of being patient and waiting until it's done. We'll get it out of the oven and see what it's like. Now before I do anything else, I'm going to use my lovely spatula, Live, Love, Bake, and just scrape the sides of the bowl down so we can make sure that absolutely everything is incorporated. Like so. Give it a little bit of a mix, and then drop my mixer back down and give it on slow. Another mix. Let me just get that off my finger because it's sticky. Let me just give it a quick wipe with the cloth. Just bear with me 1 second. Right, here we go. Final mix. Holding this up out of the way so it doesn't drip on anything. Right. Stand that up. Tap my mixer on there. Now to get the bits off your mixer arms, just hold it in the bowl and give it a little bit of a spin without putting it inside the mixture. And it'll fly off. Make sure you're in the bowl, so it'll end up on your walls. It'll fly off any bits that are left on there that can be put in your cake. They then want to go in the sink 1 minute, and we're ready to pop it in our cake tin, which is here, ready as you know. Right, let's see. I'll tip it up, pop it in the tin, ensuring that we get all the lovely mix out of the bowl. And as I say, it doesn't matter if it's round or square or oblong. The cake, because it's going to be sliced and put into a trifle anyhow, so you can do any shape, it doesn't really matter. And as I said to you before, I'll put the full recipe and the cooking instructions and everything in the description. Just scrape that off my spatula so it's all in the cake, not in the dish and everywhere else. Just spread it down to level it like so, and then once you've done that, if you give the tin a tap, it'll level itself then. So I'll go pop this in the oven and I'll be back to you when she's done. Bye for now. Well, hello everybody. The cake's done, she's out of the oven even, and she's cooling. I will show you. She's upside down on the cake. Oh, wait a minute. Upside down, I haven't got the right size cooling tray, just bear with me a moment. There she is. She's upside down, she's cooling. Right. So, I have to say, oh, it smells just like Christmas, it smells beautiful. So, now all I need to do with that tomorrow is wrap it, once it's obviously cold, wrap it and put it in the freezer till the day before I'm going to make the trifle. So then that saves you loads of time on Christmas trying to make the sponge, because on the recipe, which I'll put on the comments, in the description, it asks you to make, it tells you can make lemon curd or orange curd, and it gives you the recipe for that as well. Well, I have already made my own orange curd that I made last year, just at a different, not last year, in lockdown, basically because I'd never made it before, so I thought I'd have a go at it. My friend sent me a good recipe. It's one of those that makes your eyes go like that. Makes your mouth water and makes your eyes like that when it's sour. So I shall, that'll save me a good deal of time. I ought to have got a bigger blooming thing out, cooling tray, silly woman. Anyway, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. It's going to get broken into bits, so if it sags a bit at one side, it doesn't really matter. It's looking a bit sorry for itself, bending over a bit. And this corner, look, it's digging into the corner, but anyhow, that's fine. I'll tell you what, there's a little bit there, shall we try it? A little bit of the edge. Oh my God, that is lovely. It's so orangey. Lovely. Really moist. It's not heavy at all, which is what I was worried about, because they were saying about it being heavy if you don't mix it, if you mix it too fast. Anyhow, I'm all bunged up, as you can probably tell. My nose is not giving me any breathing space. I've got all washed up while I was waiting for that in the oven. It was in the oven 35 minutes at 180, so it don't take long to cook really. It surprises me that, with it having, mind you, I suppose the fruit is cooked in it anyway, isn't it, because it's in the mincemeat, and it's cooked in the mincemeat. So yeah, very tasty. I'm thinking it'll be very, very nice in the trifle, because it's so moist and what have you. I can't see it going all soggy and horrible, so fingers crossed. So I'm going to put this in the freezer tomorrow once I've wrapped it. I'm going to wrap it in cling film and pop it in the freezer. Then it'll be cold enough by tomorrow to not damage it or break it or make it sweat or anything, so that'll be fine. And I'm just trying to think what other recipe I could bring you for before Christmas. We'll have a think about it, see if there's anything else we can do before Christmas. I don't know what else I'm doing at Christmas. I've done the ham, done the trifle thing. I will obviously do the trifle on the day that I make it and show you that, show you the full thing. I'll ponder that. If you've got any ideas, pop it in the comments box below and I'll see what I can do. May do a Swiss roll or something, a chocolate log or something like that anyhow. Okay, so for today, that's all this video is going to do, or all I'm going to do in this video, should I say. But please, please, please subscribe if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and please join me on my journey and join our family of YouTubers and our YouTube family as well. That's the same but different, if you know what I mean. So thank you for keeping following and watching today. I'm getting very tired. I'm getting all tongue tied. I don't know what I'm talking about sometimes when I'm tongue tied and tired. But yeah, hey ho. Yeah. One little thing I want to show you before I close the video down today. This is my vintage nativity scene. Now, my nana bought this for my aunt and my dad when they were little. Now, my aunt says it's at least 65 years old. So it winds up still. There we go. Wait a minute, I've not wound it enough. And it goes round in the middle. So it's not bad for 65 years old, and I love it. I will never ever get rid of it. I've just got one of the shepherd to stick back on because he's popped off there, but he goes on here as well with his sheep. So yeah, Silent Night, and it's so pretty and twinkly, and it's lovely to watch, and it's an actual genuine vintage Christmas item, which is more important as well. Brings back a lot of memories for me, does that. Happy ones. So for tonight, guys, thank you for watching, and tomorrow's the last day of lockdown, so it'll be busy out there, so stay safe, look after each other and be kind to each other, and I'll catch up with you on the next video. See you soon. Bye.